It's a lovely day, August the 27th. I just wanted to hop on here to just share with you something that I felt God speaking to my heart about yesterday. And if this is just for me, that's great. I'll take it. But anyway, I went to Costco, had to get some groceries. After I walked into Costco, just past the doors a bit, I saw some, Little People's something or other advent calendars. And literally, I stopped in my tracks and I immediately had a lump in my throat. And I'm thinking, what is going on? And it just hit me that the summer is gone. Like, it flew. I don't know if anybody else is dealing with that. Now I know it's the end of August and Christmas is still a bit away. But, to me, September is like the start of a new year to me in a way. Everything kind of kicks in gear again. School starts up and all that stuff. And I blinked and the summer was gone. It was one of the craziest, busiest summers I've had. And it just kind of took me a second to get my bearings and think, oh my goodness, where did the time go? I just felt like, in a way, almost like I felt robbed of my time because it just went so fast. And so as I get older, and now that I'm in the seniors group with 50 plus, which is kind of weird. But anyway, it's true. Like, I've heard that, time goes faster the older you get. And it is true. It is true. The older I get, the faster things go. It seems like time slips through my hands. And so to me, time is such a commodity. If I could ask a genie for anything, maybe I would just ask him for more time because there's not enough time in a day. And so I was really thinking about it, about certain things, especially the day that we live in. And I was reading in Ephesians 5:16, and it's talking about redeeming the time. So as we see in that verse, it says, see that you walk circumspectly. So I looked up the Greek to that. And really, it means like purposefully, like with wisdom, everything that you do, everything that you decide to do in the run of a day, do it with purpose. Don't just frivolously toss your day away and do things. And so we live in a day and age when media, technology, conveniences, you think all that would make things faster to give us more time, but all it does is it creates more room to waste more time on these devices and things like that, because I know I'm guilty of scrolling, and I'll tell my kids and my husband, they're like, what are you doing, Mom? And I just say, I'm tired, I'm scrolling. So literally when I'm tired, a lot of times I find myself just endlessly scrolling to kind of just keep myself awake or whatever. But I know I got to stop that. And I realize when I do things like that, like, I'm wasting so much time. I think there's an importance with certain things, and sometimes it's good, like, Facebook and all this stuff. You can keep in touch with your friends and all that, but it becomes a real trap in today's day and age to just waste time, and that is time that we can never get back. And so sometimes it's just, you stop and you're like, what did I gain from any of that? Really, nothing. So, you might see some good things, and I'm not completely getting there and saying, get out of all of your social media or get off all devices. I think that if we use wisdom, like that verse says, if we use wisdom with things and use them wisely, that will help us. The verse where it says, redeem your time for the days are evil, like, I looked up the word redeem, and it actually means to ransom, to buy back something. So like all this time that we waste and we lose, we can somehow redeem that time, buy it back. And I know it's not, you're not actually getting that time, but it just amazes me how the Lord works things out in certain situations. For example, if somebody is not serving the Lord, they've wasted years, many years of their lives. They get saved at a certain age. God can redeem all those wasted years, all the years that in the Word says that the locusts have eaten. He can redeem that time. He can buy it back in essence, and take what time they have left and use for His glory, and turn it around and take that time to use for His purposes. And so I think the biggest thing for me, there's a couple things I have to do in my life, so I don't know if it's going to help anybody, but number one, when I take my time, especially in the mornings, first thing I do, if I take that time to read the Word, pray, spend some time with the Lord, my day goes so much better. My time normally is used more wisely. It's crazy because, like, normally in your mind, it's like, I don't have time for this. I have to do this. I have to do that. But when you actually take that time to spend with the Lord, He redeems the rest of the time you have in the day. It's crazy. He will take that and use the time that you have and use it more for accomplishing things, getting things done, using it for His glory. And so I find that maybe if I'm busy and I just don't have that time, I didn't put into it on those days spending with the Lord, my day is chaotic. I'm not very focused sometimes. Things just kind of go sideways, and it never fails that when I take that time, even if you take 5 minutes, even if you just give Him the first fruit of your day, it makes a huge, huge difference. And so the second thing that I know the Lord is speaking to my heart about is be purposeful in everything I do. So, like I said, I fall into that scroll trap at times, and I need to work on not falling into that scroll trap. Maybe take some time purposefully. Maybe take a little bit of time and say, okay, this is time I'm going to spend on social media, and that's it, right? Turn off your notifications if you have to, if it's clickbait for you. So there's things like that we need to be purposeful in our lives. Everything we do should be to the glory of the Lord. If we have purpose in our hearts for certain things, when you're cleaning your kitchen, take some time to pray, listen to worship music, do some things, make it a purposeful event. If you're going for a walk, invite a friend who might need to chat, who might need some help. So, it's very important for us to be kingdom minded. Ask the Lord to lead you and guide you and to be purposeful in your day. I believe that is how you can redeem the time. Everything in Scripture, if we take it in context, if you take that Scripture verse before about being purposeful in how you live and use wisdom in all things, and wisdom comes from God. So we need to put Him first, seek His face, ask for wisdom every day, lead us and guide us, because this life is very, very short. And I realize that now. The older I get, it's very short. And so when we take that time with the Lord, He can redeem what the enemy has tried to steal. So I don't know if there's anybody out there thinking that your time has been stolen from you, that you've gone through your life and you have nothing to show for it, or feel like you have nothing to show for it. God can redeem that time. Just, spend time with Him. Seek His face. Ask Him for wisdom. Ask Him to lead and guide you every day, and He can redeem the time. You'll look back and say, wow, God, what you accomplished in 5 minutes of my life, I couldn't accomplish in 50 years. So that's the beauty of serving Jesus, that He can just take what little time we have and turn it around for His glory. So be encouraged. Maybe there's somebody out there like me that maybe you had a little lump in your throat because September's upon us and Christmas is coming and you're not ready, but God can help you, and spend some time with Him and ask for the wisdom you need. So I pray that you'll be blessed today.